This portion of New Day Northwest is sponsored by Star Fine Foods.
Welcome back, everybody. People living in Mediterranean countries have some of the lowest mortality rates from cardiovascular diseases, and many experts believe that's due to their diet, with olive oil as the primary source of fat. Lately, though, a lot of countries, including Greece and Italy, have seen an onslaught of fast food outlets, and they're beginning to experience some of the same problems we see here in the U.S. So today, we are working on reclaiming the Mediterranean diet and learning how easy and affordable it can be. Please welcome registered dietitian Debora Robinett. Hi.
Thanks.
How are you? Thank you for coming.
Pleasure to meet you.
So we're talking about, you just happen to hit a lot of things that I really love. Let's start with the orzo.
Okay. Well, we're going to start at this end with a beautiful orzo salad that includes basil, fresh basil, Kalamata olives from the Kalamata region of Greece, tomatoes, artichoke hearts, and some cheese here. And we're going to toss this together with some pesto. You can buy that already pre-made. You don't have to make it from scratch. Sure.
You want all of these?
All of them. Just toss them in the bowl.
Doesn't this look good, you guys? What kind of cheese is this?
This is the gorgonzola.
Ooh.
And then we've used a very specific
go home with
type of oil.
Look, there's an extra one.
Yum. We're using the beautiful Star California olive oil, so we don't have to go all the way to Italy and Spain and Portugal to use a quality health oil, because we have one right here in the United States. You bet.
All right, here we go.
And
would you like
don't forget the pesto?
Yep, that's probably the important
Beautiful
ingredient, right?
salad. And as you can see, we've used fresh vegetables.
I need a utensil.
The staple of the Mediterranean diet includes 4 different ingredients. Obviously, the fresh greens and the vegetables, as well as whole grains. So we've used a whole grain orzo. I'll let you keep tossing.
Okay. And you're going to work on the pear salad, but while you do that, tell me just why olive oil is better for us than other kinds of oil.
The olive oil is actually high in monounsaturated fats, which is one of the oils that helps control cholesterol, lowers the LDL portion of cholesterol, helps keep that protective HDL cholesterol high. There's no sodium, no cholesterol in olive oil. And because it comes from the fruit of the tree, olives are actually a fruit, the properties of the fruit are transferred into the oil.
So it's delicious.
High in antioxidants.
See how quick that was to throw together? So we're going to have that recipe for everybody, but I also want to tell you about the salad, which you're putting together.
The next dish is a turkey, walnut, gorgonzola, and balsamic dressing. And again, we've used the lighter California olive oil, so we don't overpower the flavor of the food. We actually enhance the flavor of the food. So we can sprinkle all of these things together into the greens, or we can move the greens to a plate, use this beautiful pear as a decorative
garnish.
Yes. And
shall I put the dressing in?
You may.
Now, is it important whether or not the cheese is low fat, or can you kind of put a little extra in there because you are using the olive oil?
Because you're using the olive oil and you're using a very pungent, sharp cheese, you can get away with using less cheese, but you're still getting the heart-healthy benefits of the olive oil. And again, the California, the Star brand that we've selected today, enhances the flavor of the vegetables and the pasta and the greens. So
I love the idea of buying in the U.S. as well. So we wanted to do these 2 recipes because they're so simple that we can see that Mediterranean can be that fast. But let's talk about the salmon, which is one of my favorite foods, just so that people are familiar with that recipe as well.
Well, as you know, Travel and Leisure has rated Seattle and Tacoma as one of the best regions for not only our farmers markets, but also for our fresh seafood. So we have an abundance of the Mediterranean diet right here in the Pacific Northwest. Today we have both a king salmon on display and a beautiful coho salmon that's been lightly marinated, if you will, with the Mediterranean oil blend from Star. And then we used a combination of spices, a little cayenne, some fresh dill, paprika, salt, pepper, lemon zest. Marinated that, and then we baked it in the oven, and as you can see, it's just beautiful.
I am so hungry right now.
There is a side sauce that you can use. It's optional, and this is a blend of low-fat yogurt, low-fat mayonnaise, a bit of capers, also a Mediterranean food, and a bit of relish and seasoning.
All right, we'll have all those recipes again for everybody in just a second. But Jean, if you would come on in. Jean is from our audience, and we want to mention that we do have this cake that you baked. You can use olive oil in your baking,
Absolutely.
correct?
I'm actually going to stand on the other side of Jean.
I have to admit.
We used an extra light olive oil, which doesn't overpower the food. It actually can be used in all of your baked goods, your cakes, your cookies.
Okay.
And you can substitute olive oil directly for any other fat in your diet.
That's awesome. And another thing I kind of know, but don't really know, are the different kinds of olive oil and how we use them differently and the fact that they taste different. So
absolutely.
Jean and I are going to do a little taste test. Okay. Have you ever tasted olive oil? You do?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I've been to Italy. And this is 80.
Good job.
Wait a second. If olive oil has done this, I will take these.
It's really 70 years old.
Excellent.
So, Jean, do you want to taste just the olive oil, or would you like to dip bread?
I'll do a sip of olive oil.
Little sip?
And
okay.
there are a lot of differences, I know.
There are, and that's the first olive oil we're tasting is the California extra virgin olive oil. Many people don't realize that extra virgin olive oil has to undergo very strict standards to even be labeled as such. It has to be mechanically extracted. There's an international council.
For cooking.
International Olive Oil Council actually ensures that the oil is extracted right when it's ripe. It's cool temperature, no solvents or heat are used, and it blends nicely. This is the California oil, so it blends nicely with your lighter food flavors.
Okay, we have just a couple of seconds, and I want Jean to be able to taste both of these. So you tasted a pretty solid taste with this?
Oh, yeah.
Definite?
Yeah, heavier.
Okay.
And now you have your Mediterranean oil blend.
Alrighty, let's see what you think about that. I'm a dipper rather than a sipper. She's braver than I am.
Yep. Little lighter.
A little lighter.
But still
has some heft to it.
Yeah.
And then the very lightest one is the one you used in the cake, right?
No, this is actually a garlic infused olive oil.
Oh, wait a second. Yeah,
so the extra light
so
is going to be very minimal flavor in the extra light. So this is going to have the garlic in it. But Star also makes a rosemary infused, a lemon infused, so you can
heavy garlic.
Yeah.
Good.
So probably just use a little bit of that.
Yeah.
All right, and so the infusions would be great to just sort of get two things done at once. Excuse me, have your spices inside and your oil.
Absolutely.
And your recipes and make things faster.
You can do a little olive oil tasting just like people do wine tastings.
You like them?
Delicious.
Which one would you cook with?
Delicious. I think you cook with a little heavier one, but I love garlic.
So there
and
you go.
I do stuff over salads too.
Absolutely.
We should
and now
have you on to
California
come
Light
in for
is extra virgin is perfect for the salads.
That is great. Deborah, thank you, Jean. Thank you very much.
very much.
I'm going to save this for just a second from now. You can download all of the recipes that we've talked about today. Deborah's been very generous to share those with us. All you have to do is visit king5.com/newday and then click on the recipes link with the Kitchen Monkey logo. It looks just like this, and that actually takes you to our super cool new recipes section. That's where you can download shopping lists for the recipes. You can send the recipe to your mobile phone. You can do all kinds of cool things with that. We'll also link you to Star Olive Oil's website. It has tons more recipes and some great health info, and it is from right here in the U.S. For our audience, some great news. Star Olive Oil has brought each of you a free bottle to take home so that you can enjoy that in your own kitchen. We will be right back with Alan Stone. Wait till you hear his voice. Thank you so much. That's delicious.